Hey everybody, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're talking Farmonaut,
Yeah.
which is using AI to totally change the way we think about farming.
Yeah, it's really interesting stuff they're doing. They started in India
Oh wow,
and have now expanded to the US, so they're having like a global impact.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and I think the thing that's most interesting is how they're using AI to like really help farmers manage their crops better.
Yeah, and that's actually what we're focusing on today.
Cool.
AI-powered field scouting.
Oh, very cool.
It's like giving farmers a superpower, I
Yeah,
think.
totally. Like imagine, right, you're a farmer, you've got hundreds of acres. And instead of walking all that,
Yeah. No, think
like you
about
can just like get an analysis from your computer
Yeah.
or your phone.
Yeah, that's way better. But how does it even work? Like, do they use drones or something?
Well, so it's not drones, it's satellites.
Oh,
Yeah, they use high-resolution satellite images
cool.
to get like a bird's eye view of the whole field.
So you can see everything.
Exactly, but the coolest part is that they don't just take pictures. They have AI that understands what it's seeing.
Oh wow, so it's not just a picture, it's data. That's really impressive.
Yeah, it is. And it's like even the best farmer, they can only see so much with their own eyes.
Right.
But AI can detect like subtle patterns and things that we might totally miss.
So it's like having a million eyes scanning your fields all the time, looking for problems.
Yeah. And it's not just spotting the problems either. It's like understanding why they're happening. Like, is there not enough nutrients? Or are there pests?
And it can tell you that.
Yeah. And often before you can even see it yourself.
That's like an early warning system. That is so helpful.
Yeah. And it's not just about reacting to problems either. Like, it can actually help you prevent them in the first place.
Prevent them. How?
So it looks at all the data, like historical data,
Right.
weather patterns, soil type, all that. And then it makes predictions about what might happen.
Wait, so it's like a weather forecast,
Yeah.
but for your crops.
Yeah, exactly. Like it can tell you if there's a high chance of a certain pest in a certain area, in like the next 2 weeks or something.
That's incredible. So you can actually get ahead of it.
Exactly. And that's really just the beginning. It can also suggest solutions.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, say it detects that there's not enough nitrogen in a certain area. It can recommend exactly how much fertilizer to use to fix it.
Oh, wow. So no more guessing.
Yeah.
That's got to be good for the environment, too.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about efficiency.
I love that. Okay, so we've talked about how it analyzes the pictures and
Right.
finds problems and can even predict them. But how do farmers actually use it? Like, is there an app or something?
Yeah, they have like a web platform and a mobile app, so you can use it anywhere.
Wait, so I could literally be on my tractor
Yeah.
and pull up my field data on my phone.
Yeah. And you can do more than just look at it. You can add notes and even upload your own pictures.
Oh, wow. So you're like adding to the data that the AI is
Yeah,
using.
exactly. It's like a collaboration.
That's amazing. This is seriously cool stuff. I can already see how much this could change things.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And this is just the beginning. AI is just getting started in agriculture.
That's so exciting. Okay, so let's dive into some of the specific data that it can give you. Like, what kind of information are we talking about?
Okay, so one of the big things is crop health monitoring. They use something called vegetation health indices.
I've heard of that. It's like a health score for your plants,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And the most common one is NDVI.
NDVI.
Yeah, it stands for Normalized Difference Vegetation Index. But basically, it just tells you how much healthy vegetation there is.
So, like, higher NDVI equals happier plants.
Pretty much. And the cool thing is it can be measured from the satellite. So
Mhm.
Farmonaut can monitor it for like huge areas.
That makes sense. So you can see how your whole farm is doing without even leaving your house.
Exactly. And it can also spot specific problems like pests or diseases.
Oh, right, because if you catch those early, it can make a
Mhm.
huge difference.
Huge. And the traditional way of doing it was just like looking for it, which is hard when it's just starting.
Yeah, you might not even see it until it's too late.
Exactly. But the AI can see these tiny changes that we'd never notice.
Wow, so it's like an early warning system for your whole farm?
Mm-hmm.
That could save so much time and money and stress.
Totally. And it's just one piece of the puzzle. They also have insights for nutrient management and water usage.
Ooh, I want to hear about those.
Yeah.
But I think we've covered a lot already. So much good information.
Yeah, it's pretty wild stuff.
We've seen how it analyzes satellite images and finds problems, predicts them even, and then tells you how to fix them.
It's amazing.
And it's just getting started.
Yeah, so much potential.
Let's take a little break to process all of this. And when we come back, we'll talk more about those other insights, like nutrient management and water. Oh, and even yield prediction.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Can't wait.
And we're back. We're talking all things Farmonaut and how it's using AI to literally transform farming.
Yeah, it's super cool, but it's not just about the tech. It's about how it helps farmers, you know?
Yeah, totally. And that's what I want to talk about now. Like, how does this actually benefit the people who are out there growing our food?
Well, for one, it gives them more time.
Oh, yeah. Time is precious.
Yeah, like remember how it can analyze those satellite images and like spot problems?
Yeah, it's like having a robot scout that never sleeps.
Exactly. So farmers don't have to spend hours walking their fields checking every single plant.
Right, that frees up so much time.
Yeah, they can use that time for other stuff, like actually having a life.
That's so important.
Yeah, and it can also reduce stress.
Oh, yeah. Farming is stressful.
Super stressful. Like you're always worried about something, like the weather, pests, diseases, the market, like it never ends.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah. But with Farmonaut, you can kind of like get ahead of those problems instead of just reacting to them, you know?
That would definitely help me sleep better at night.
For sure. But okay, let's be real here. Can this actually help farmers make more money?
Yeah, that's the bottom line, right?
Totally. And it does in a couple ways. First, by helping them use resources more efficiently.
Right, like that fertilizer thing we talked about.
Exactly. No more guessing. Just the right amount at the right time.
So it saves money and it's better for the environment. Win-win.
Exactly. And then the second way is by preventing crop loss.
Oh, right. Because if you can catch a problem early on.
You can stop it from becoming a disaster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Farmonaut could actually be saving farmers' entire crops, which means saving them money.
Exactly.
Ah.
Okay, but is this just for like big fancy farms? What about the little guys?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Is it only for farmers who can afford expensive tech?
Well, Farmonaut is actually really good about making their stuff accessible. They have different pricing plans, so even small farms can use it.
That's great.
Yeah, they really want to make it available to everyone.
That's awesome. But even if it's affordable, some farmers might be like intimidated by new tech, you know?
For sure. But Farmonaut made it super user-friendly.
So walk me through it. Like, how do you even get started?
Okay, so first you create an account. Easy peasy.
Okay.
And then you put in some info about your farm, like how big it is, where it is, what you grow, all that.
Okay, so basic stuff. Then what?
Then you add your fields. You can like draw them on a map, or if you already use other farm software, you can just import them.
So it works with stuff you might already have.
Yeah. And once your fields are in the system, the AI just takes over and starts doing its thing.
So what do you actually see when you log in?
You get a dashboard that shows you everything, like the overall health of your crops, any potential problems, weather forecasts for your area, all that.
So it's like a control center for your whole farm.
Pretty much. And then you can click on each field to get more details, like the NDVI map or any recommendations for that specific field.
And you can access all this from your phone or your computer or whatever.
Yep. Anywhere you have internet.
This is amazing. I'm so impressed with how much thought they put into making it easy to use.
Yeah. It's really well designed.
It's like they really understand the challenges that farmers face.
Totally. Okay, so we've talked about saving time, reducing stress, saving money, all that good stuff. But there's one more thing I want to talk about, yield prediction.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. Like, imagine knowing exactly how much you're going to harvest before you even plant.
It would change everything, right?
Totally. And Farmonaut is actually working on that.
Yeah, they're using all the data they collect to make some pretty accurate predictions.
So how does that actually help farmers?
Well, it lets them plan better. Like they can make better decisions about planting, harvesting, selling their crops, all of that.
Well, that makes sense. So they can be more strategic and efficient.
Exactly. And they can even negotiate better prices with buyers.
Oh, yeah, because they know exactly how much they have to sell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it can help reduce waste, too.
That's amazing. So it's not just about making more money. It's about making the whole system more sustainable.
Exactly. It's like Farmonaut is helping farmers take control of their business in a way they never could before.
This is incredible. We've seen how it analyzes satellite images, finds problems, predicts them, tells you how to fix them. And now it can even predict how much you're going to harvest.
And it's all accessible to anyone, big farms, small farms, everyone.
That's the best part. It's truly amazing technology. Welcome back, everybody. We've been talking all about Farmonaut and how they're using AI to totally change the way we farm.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Seriously. But now I want to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. What does this mean for the future of farming?
Yeah, what are the long-term impacts of all this?
Exactly. So what do you think? How is AI going to change the way we grow food?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is sustainability.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like we talked about how Farmonaut helps farmers use less water and fertilizer.
Right, because it tells you exactly how much to use.
Exactly. And that's like super important if we want to keep feeding everyone without destroying the planet.
So AI could actually help make farming more eco-friendly.
Totally. And it can also help with things like food security and food waste.
Those are huge problems. How can AI help with that?
Well, if farmers can grow more food and waste less of it,
Then there's more food for everyone.
exactly. And AI can help optimize the whole supply chain too.
Oh, yeah, like from the farm to the grocery store.
Yeah. Imagine a system that knows how much food people are going to buy and then make sure it gets there without any waste.
That would be incredible. No more food ending up in landfills.
Exactly. So AI isn't just about helping individual farmers, it's about making the whole system better.
That's amazing. But, okay, let's be real. Are there any downsides? Like things we should be worried about?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like any new technology, it has its challenges.
Okay, so what are some of the things we need to watch out for?
Well, one big one is jobs.
Oh, yeah. Like, if machines start doing all the work, will farmers lose their jobs?
That's a real concern. But I think the key is to think of AI as a tool that helps farmers, not replaces them.
So it's about working together.
Exactly. And another thing is data privacy.
Oh, yeah. With all this data being collected, we got to make sure it's protected.
Totally. We need rules about who can access it and how it can be used.
That's a really good point.
Uh,
So, yeah, AI is amazing, but we got to be careful, too.
Definitely. But overall, I'm optimistic. I think AI can do a lot of good for farming and for the world.
Me, too. It's
Yeah.
exciting to think about all the possibilities.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good place to wrap things up. We've learned so much about Farmonaut and how they're using AI to help farmers.
It's been a great conversation.
And it's clear that this technology has the potential to totally change the way we grow food for the better.
Absolutely.
So if you want to learn more about Farmonaut and what they're doing, you can find all the links in the show notes.
Check them out.
And that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Until next time.